Welcome all, live chat 152 here on Brooks's Bass Corner, coming to you live from London here in the UK. Hope you're all safe and well. It's 6 o'clock Sunday, isn't it? So it's live chat time. Good to see you. Come on in. Hope your bass playing's going well wherever you are on the planet. It's good to have you along. You'll have seen I just posted in the comments section, so I'll be running down that list of people. Well, early messages. We like that. That's good. YouTube likes that. You can do that for all the other chats coming up if you wish. I've just put a link in. People will be going, what's that link for? So if you followed last week's live chat, you'll know we've now got a brand new bass magazine here in the UK. I was talking to the publisher earlier in the week and saying, you know, this is all the launch and and I've been promoting it on the channel. He said, let me give you a link. You can put it up on all your social media and your channels and everything, and we can see over time how many people take up subscriptions for the magazine using your link, which could, over the longer period, benefit the channel. So if you've been thinking about taking out a subscription to the new The Bassist magazine, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me put a link up to last week's video in the chat. Spare me a second. If you think, what the hell's he talking about? This is what I'm talking about. This that I'm about to post here in the chat box. There. So last week's live chat, we talked all about it. So basically, I'm now the video content reviewer for the Bassist magazine, which will be launched at the Guitar and Bass Show in Birmingham here in the UK at the end of this month. It's across the whole weekend. So it's Saturday, 28th of February, Sunday 1st of March, the new sampler collectible issue. I can put the thing up, can't I? Before the confusion starts happening. Bear me a moment. This is what we're talking about, folks. There we are. Let's just put that there. No, that's the one. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, there we go. New bass magazine here in the UK. It's available worldwide. I can tell you, find people, I was getting messages last week's live chat and through the week as well on the socials. People going, how am I going to get a copy if I can't get to Birmingham? I've been told by the publisher, everyone that takes a subscription out will get a copy of that mag. So if you take out the digital version, you'll get the digital version. If you take out the paper-based subscription, you'll get a paper copy. You will get one. If you take out a subscription before the show, publisher knows how many copies he needs to print out. As of when Thursday morning, I get a message from my editor to say we've already had over 50 subscriptions taken out. We haven't even produced a copy yet. It's based on the fact that people would like a UK-based bass magazine, which is fabulous, of course. I am guessing, and I know this is a fact because I've had all lovely comments from you fine people and other people on various bass forums and stuff. The fact that Joel McIver is the editor. I'm one of the writers, content creators for it. You know what we both did for Bass Guitar Magazine and Bass Player. And people are taking out subscriptions on that basis. So anyone watching either from Bass Chat, maybe you've come through from Bass Chat, or you're checking out the channel, if you have experience of Bass Review Magazine, I think that's correct, or Bass Guitar Review, whichever it was, that's been out over the past 2 years. It started already, isn't it? Oh, that teach me for eating an apple. So, if you have any experience of that magazine, I can assure you from the off, that is not what this magazine is going to be like. That is not what this magazine is going to be about. We are going all guns blazing to give you fine people out in the world of bass the best possible magazine we can create. The joy of it, as I explained last week, is that we will be doing one issue every 3 months, which means we don't run ourselves ragged into the brick wall trying to produce an issue every 3 to 4 weeks. We've actually got time to do things properly. It's happening again, isn't it? to do things properly and make the content as the best we possibly can. Great photography, great writing, great layouts, getting all the best bass players. That's what we're aiming to do. It's not a one-man operation this time in terms of what Bass Guitar Review or Bass Review magazine was. There's a team behind this. Small team, but there's a team, and we've got a publisher who's totally on it. So believe me, we will go all guns blazing to make this the very finest bass magazine on the market, if there are any left, in terms of paper-based magazines. I know there's lots of online stuff, but we're going to try and address all of that. So I'm very happy that my first video review has been sent off. Took a lot of work this week because we're setting up the video frameworks, if you like, the templates for the reviews. It's been a work in progress. It's taken me about, including filming, probably about 15 to 17 hours to get this first review video done and how the publisher and the editor want it. We've got there, completed it this afternoon, sent it off. I'm waiting for, where's my phone? In my back pocket. I'm waiting for him to send me a message back going, yep, done. And then it means the next one, which will be the PV stack, which is still here with me, we'll follow that framework. And then we're done. We're up and running, and it won't take me 15 to 17 hours. It'll probably take me about 5 hours. And again, when you're starting these things up from scratch, as I found when I set the channel up, you come up with an idea, you test it out, and then you modify it and you try and improve it. And I like to think the review templates I now use for reviews here on the channel is probably the best I've ever sort of developed. And I said to the editor, you happy to go with that? He said, do what works for you. So I did. Made the text and the graphics and the overlays a little crisper, a little less colourful. If the publisher wants that, we can do that. But I said, look, for the first issue, the sampler issue, let's just not play safe, but let's make it look professional, make it look very clean cut. If you want to add some vibe into it, we can do that further down the line. But first time round, see what people think. If readers are going, oh, you know, text doesn't look good in white, and we can take all those things on board. We will see as we progress, but this is the joy of it. We're not stuck in any rut. We can change things per issue. I've said if you want more graphics, more overlays, you want different layouts for the text, we can do all of that. It's no big deal. But what I've tried to do with the first batch of reviews, first batch of videos, is to make it fairly clean, easy to look at, easy to read, enjoyable to watch, informative. If you were going out to buy these amp rigs and you had no previous knowledge of what they were going to sound like, hopefully this is a good approximation. I'm using a variety of basses on each video, so you hear all the different tones of the basses, but that's not what we're reviewing on these two videos I've just done. We're reviewing the amp rigs, so hopefully I've done loads of slightly different setting layouts for each setting on the amp and the cabinet, where they've got horn controls on the back, and you'll hear all those differences, all the little nuances and stuff. So hopefully it'll all come good. But yeah, thank you for the uptake already, folks. So as I said, I've put a link in there through to my personalized shopping link for the magazine. And I can say this up front, because we had this discussion with the publisher also on Monday, is that depending how this goes over the first 12 months, if you guys take up the magazine, and there are hopefully thousands more out there in the world will go, this magazine's really good, we're going to subscribe to this. In 12 months' time, when those subscriptions, say that right, those subscriptions come up for renewal at this time next year, sort of late winter, early spring, and we're going into the second round of issues. If you guys make this a success, the publisher has already said to me, when people come up to renew, Mike, we will offer a discounted rate. So already the fact that you guys are taking up these subscriptions and providing a lot of positive energy towards what this magazine can be. He's already said to me, in a year's time, and also if people through Brooksy's Base Corner are taking up the subscription, we'll offer a discounted rate to them. So you're already powering this thing along. So all I can say is thank you very much. Let's get into the list of people here. It's a general base chat tonight. There's no topic of discussion. Just fire away with your base question and we'll try and cover as much ground as we can. Lewis Wingrove, you put that message in at 21 minutes past 3 here in the UK. You were 2 hours and 40 minutes ahead of showtime, but I'll take that. Well done, young Lewis. Good to see you. Beat after beat. Hey, you've been dealing with a really bad cold. Well, take it easy. Wrap up warm. Warm drinks. Sit down with your old mate and we'll talk some bass. How about that? Lewis, it's about showtime. Yeah, you were in very early. Alexa, hey, good morning. There's my young friend, young Zoomer. My mum thinks he's fabulous. I was watching our videos with her on Thursday. I think she'd like you as her son, Zoomer, rather than me. But there we are. Gareth, evening. Hope you're well. Base review was crap. It seemed like it was AI generated. It was AI generated. You know that. We've had that discussion. Michael Anthony, now, what was it you said to me the other day? And I thought, oh, I've got the answer for that. You mentioned something, I think, in the week since the last live chat. There was something. You either made a comment on a video or you sent me a message. What was it? What was it? It might have been about the magazine. I think it was about the sampler issue. Would you get a copy of it? Yes, you will. If you've taken out the subscription, which I think you have, if you've taken out the paper-based subscription, one will get sent to you. If you're taking out the digital subscription, you'll receive it. So as I said, not 10 minutes ago, anyone taking out a subscription for the new magazine will get a copy of that collectible sample issue. So you don't have to be at the base show in Birmingham here in the UK to get your copy. Bill Derbyshire, birthday boy, Friday. I think it was yesterday. A young, sprightly 64, no less. Bill, good to see you. You've signed up for your subscription. You're a top man. Well done, that man. Michael Anthony just shared the announcement of this stream on Phil Plays Bases Discord. Thank you very much. Good work, sir. Alexa, here's a can of worms question. Are active bases better than passive? It's not a case of better. They're just different. They do different jobs. They sound different. Sometimes in a band mix or on a recording, a passive bass is all you're going to need. And it will do the job admirably and has exactly the sound and charm and tone that you want. Other times, an active bass is totally the right choice. So I have a selection of both. It's not a case of better. They're just different. Some people get on their high horse and on their soapbox and go, I can only ever play a passive bass. Well, as I've said, if Led Zeppelin came up to you and say, we're doing a world tour tomorrow, but you're going to have to use an active bass, you're not going to say no, are you? So, you know, that pontificating on a soapbox, nonsense as far as I'm concerned. Just use what's best for the job in hand, whether it's a gig, a recording, whatever. If a passive bass is going to do the job and is exactly appropriate for that situation, then use a passive bass. But if you need an active bass or you prefer active basses, then use that. It's not a better thing. It's a bit like saying, who's better, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? It's not better. They're just different. It's a different thing. There's young Stacy. Good to see you. Lewis saying thanks. Zuma saying hello to Mum. I don't know if she's watching. She said she might be a couple of hours ago, but anything's possible. So I've no idea. Stacy, Lewis, what is it about getting to leave the first comment here? Guys, you can leave a comment for next week's chat right now if you like. The algorithm takes it all into account, so feel free. I think all the live chats are in up to, just bear with me a moment, folks, and I can tell you, I think it's certainly up until the middle of March. Yeah, March the 8th we're up to at the moment. I'll book in the next batch of those later, but you can go through and hit the notification button for each of those if you wish, and it'll send you a notification 15 minutes before we go live. You can do that in advance. It's all, and you can leave comments, you can leave thumbs ups. It's all good. Comments are fabulous. You know, YouTube would love it if it's seeing comments for live chats that haven't even happened. That's crazy, but it would like that. That will go down very well, I've no doubt. Right, so let's back into that stream. Michael Anthony, yes, the collectible issue. Well, there you go. You will get your copy if you've signed up to the subscription. Visog, good to see you. Mrs. Brooke, that's my mum. Yeah. She might watch. If she's not watching, she'll probably watch on catch up. So I'm down there tomorrow. So I'll stick it on and she can be listening to it. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So as I say, young James, good to see you, sir. I'll put that link in again for the Brooks's Base Corner subscription link for the mag. So as I've said, if you use this, it gets registered at the publishers that you've done it through my platform. It helps me, and also it gives them an analytics feed that they will be able to see how many subscriptions are coming through via my platforms. I don't mean platforms as in shoes. I mean platforms as in social media and YouTube channel. And over the course of the mag, if a lot of subscriptions are generated from me and my activities, it's going to come straight back to you folks. You're going to get cheaper subscriptions when it comes up next year, and there might be other benefits. For example, and I'm not even saying this is going to happen, so if anyone misquotes me, please don't. Who knows that further down the line, if we were to have a live base show, that subscribers, courtesy of Brooks's Base Corner, might get a discounted entrance fee. How about that? Could happen. But again, if I'm generating subscriptions for the mag, it all gets fed back and they can see it all in analytical form. So as of Thursday, 3 days ago, we had over 50 subscriptions already. So there we are. So it's moving. We have to get a magazine out. So it's all good. Lewis, in your Dingwall case, I personally love the passive setting. Yep. The active is almost the same to me. The pedal board likes the passive better. That's because the active in series will be seriously hot. That'll be why. So passive will be a slightly less dynamic but more even output, which would why. I've just had a message from the editor. That video looks spot on to me. There we go. Done. Delivered. First video. Up and running. Woo-hoo-hoo! Second one for the PV rig. The Super Festival rig, which we have here. That will be sent off and finished on Tuesday. Then it's a couple of bass video reviews to do. All my mag work for the first sampler issue will be done by the end of this week. I don't have to do any more till April. That's the joy of a 3-month gap between issues. And I've had it confirmed by the publisher that everything I produce for the magazine in terms of video content is freely distributable here on my channels 8 weeks after publication. So everything that goes up for the mag will have a slightly edited version here on the channel. So I'll revert it back into the visual aspects that I like for my videos as opposed to what the magazine wants. And it's all good, isn't it? There we are. As I said to my other half, not half an hour ago, imagine if I'd started my YouTube channel 15 years ago. Think of all the stuff, all the content, the interviews that would have gone in from 2010 up until the magazine finished in 2022. Imagine that, how big this channel could be. Anyway, can't wind the clock back. You just got to keep moving forward. It's all good. Stacey selling. They're just not working today, are they? Might be time for a new set. Stacey, hello to my mum. Very good. Michael Anthony, that's exactly what I've always said about the band. Yes, when people say Trevor Rabin is better than Steve Howe on guitar, it's Steve Howe, or it's not really. Yes, it's not better, just different. Correct. It's like the changing lineups of level 42. People go apoplectic because Phil Gould wasn't in the band or Boone Gould wasn't in the band. It's just different. It's just different flavors of the same thing. It's not music is not a competition. People love to make it into a competition. What's best? There is no best. Who's the best bass player? There never has been one. There's just lots of different players doing different things, different styles, different ways of playing. It's all good. It's all good. Life doesn't have to be a competition. Goodness me. You sure loved your Chris Squire. You're a man of good taste. I've said this all along. Well done. I'm glad you enjoyed it. 50 Thunderer 26. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. Zuma, Mike, when I choose international delivery, then United States, it says this promotion is not available in your selected country. Please visit the magazine's website to find all international rates. Ask Michael and all right, Mike, if you can help Zuma here, because you managed to get your subscription to work. I think it was something to do with the mobile number, like a +1 -1 then the number. I don't know. Zuma, now if I do not apply the promo code Brooksy, then choose United States, it just boots me out. Mike, give the man a hand. Lewis Wingrove, well said, sir. Totally agree. Thank you. Zuma, lastly, I chose France for delivery and it still boots you out. Let's see if Mike can help you. If not, send an email to the subscription department. There's a subscription at thebassistmag.com. They will sort it all out for you. Michael Anthony managed to get his subscription to work last week, so it is possible for it to go through. Gaz, will there be a Bassist Mag YouTube channel to go with the mag? I have asked that question. At the moment, I haven't had a definitive answer. I think for the sample issue, they just want to get the mag out and the content up on their own website. But I have gone through all of this with the publisher in terms of income streams and everything else. And I've said, if you want my help with this, I can do it. I don't mean me setting it up and doing it all. That's for the staff. But I can advise you on how to get this up and running. So I'm hoping there will be. It would make complete and utter sense. There's also a possibility. None of this is certain. So before people start going online and go, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. It's just ideas. We're throwing ideas. We're spitballing stuff. There's all possibilities with this magazine and social media and what we can do online. There's a potential for a weekly magazine, or it might be a monthly thing, a monthly podcast. I would imagine it will be a monthly thing. And then if the magazine has pulling power, and as I said last week, Billy Sheehan, Nathan East, Lee Sklar, Mark King are all aware of this new magazine. And you all know I've tried to pull some of these guys here on to the channel for the live chats. Lee Sklar came on, of course, back in last July. But with the pulling power of what this magazine hopefully will be and will become, perhaps we can get celebrities on a monthly podcast. Hey, wouldn't that be a thing? So watch this space. I've said I'd be happy to either host it or certainly get involved with it if someone else at the mag wants to run it. It's all ideas up for negotiation. It's a happy ship, the way it should be. So there's all sorts of stuff. If this magazine fulfills its potential, then there's a hell of a lot of good stuff about to appear into the bass community. Because a lot of these bass celebs know me and Joel. If you have a platform such as a magazine supporting all of that, they come on board. So if you're getting the idea of what I'm saying here, if the magazine is well supported, we get lots of readers, we get lots of subscribers. It's one of those days, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows? But the fact that I've got 4 names aware that we're here, and that we're going to be in touch, and we're going to be doing interviews and bloody blah and advertising their wares. It's all positive, isn't it? 50 Thunderer. Just discovered this channel. Welcome. We're talking basses and bass guitars. Looks pretty good. Thank you very much. We try hard. Currently saving up for a left-handed Rickenbacker 4003. It'll go nicely with your Ashdown amp. I would say that's probably a partnership made in heaven. Enjoy. Any questions you've got regarding basses, bass amps, bass effects, bass players, cleaning materials, anything to do with tech, setting your basses up, doing your first auditions, setting pedal boards up, all of that thing, feel free. You're very welcome. You're amongst friends. Put your comments in the live chat window, which you are doing, of course, and we'll try and help. So if you've got anything you want to ask, feel free. Michael Anthony, the +1-1, then area code has to be entered like that. Very good. Lewis, Lee is your favourite player. Well, while you were away, Lewis, on your sort of travels, we had Lee Sklar here on the channel. I'll put the link in if you want to check that live chat out. He was here for 45 minutes. Back in July. I think it was the 1st of July. Let me just find that episode for you. If you want to check it out, you can. Anyone else wants to check it out, you can too. 1st of July. Where are we? That's September. Here he is. You want to check that out? He's on from about 10 minutes in until about 45 minutes in. Richard nearly had a coronary because he probably didn't think I could pull those strings, but there we go. Michael, neglected entering a promo code though. That just using Brooks's link was enough. Gareth, saw that Paul Turner shared it too, saying he was excited. I'm sure he is. Zuma, thanks, Mike. However, I can't even get that far. Promo code or not, it just boots me out of international delivery. I suggest send them an email, Zuma, and they'll sort it for you at subscription side. I suspect sending an email to the subscriptions department will get you straight into the publisher, because I think he's using that email at the moment, keeping an eye on everything. 50 Thunderer, what's the latest situation with the Hofner bankruptcy situation? I haven't heard anything, but when that was announced, they did say in their press release that there's a German law that if a company is threatened with administration, they have something like a 3-month window to get the company back into a situation that puts it back in the positive. So it could well be, if they had good sales over Christmas, they might come out and not need to go into administration, but there's like a 3-month leeway window. So I haven't heard any more. I haven't seen any press releases, but I've said to my editor, I said we need to monitor that, and if they can get some review product to us and we'll try and push something for them, then fair enough. Lewis, thanks very much. That's okay. Zuma, good news. I tried Edge instead of your usual Firefox and you're getting further. Even the promo code works on Edge. This is a funny thing with browsers. I'm trying to think the word there. They all do slightly different things, so hopefully you'll get through there. But yeah, use the code, promote the channel, and like I say, in probably 12 months' time, when your subscriptions come up, we might be able to offer a discounted Brooks's Bass Corner rate. It's not confirmed. We were having a chat. Publisher said, actually, should we offer Brooks's Bass Corner a discounted rate? I said, there will be people who watch my channel that would be extremely hacked off if they've paid full whack and don't get that discount. So rather than create that issue now, let people take the subscription as it is, and in a year's time, implement a discount system. And that seemed to be a fairly positive idea. So we will see. Michael Anthony, good thinking about changing servers. Edge doesn't connect to the Phil Plays Bass website, but if I use Chrome, it connects fine. This is the thing. All these browsers, they do different things. So there we are. It's, yeah, coming up 6:30. You're very welcome here on Live Chat 152 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Thank you for coming along. And lots of stuff going on this week. I've been down helping my folks and getting these videos done for the mag, and what was else? Something happened at the start of the week. What was I doing? It was something else for the channel anyway. So it's all good. So this week, got a couple of days more helping my folks and some building work done down where they live, and I keep saying these demos are going up. They're there. I've just got to edit the videos, stick them out. So once we get past Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next weekend, I'll be pummeling the channel with new content. I've also got a new short series that I want to put up on albums that I think are worth listening to. I know we did the Essential Bass albums years ago. That didn't work, but via the shorts part of the platform, I'm going to put up short, easily digestible videos on the albums that got me started when I started becoming a bass player, albums that I think are certainly worth listening to. And if you're a bass player looking to turn pro, these are probably bands and artists and bass players that you might want to just check out, push your own sort of learning curve along. So yeah, be working on that actually over the next couple of days. 50 Thunder, you just subscribed. Thank you very much. Bless your heart. Oh, I've got to say before I haven't done the preamble, however, please give the live chat a thumbs up, folks. It's so super important. It's the most important thing you can do for a video, for the channel, for me, for the content. Any of the content you watch here on the channel, if it's shorts, long form, live, whatever, please give the videos a thumbs up. It makes a huge difference. I get the weekly recap from YouTube and it tells me how many likes we've got over the week, how many subscribers, who's done super chats, super thanks, all of that sort of thing. It makes a hell of a difference. You'd be surprised. I see the figures going up week on week. So to all of you who do that on a regular basis, you know, giving a video a thumbs up, it doesn't cost you anything. It just literally a click on your mouse. I can't get that on the camera. Click on your mouse or a tap on your phone screen or your tablet screen. It just projects the videos. And the videos that get the most likes, I see it through the analytics. When I launch a video, it just gets pushed through and through even quicker. And the views escalate and the likes escalate and the comments escalate. Zoomer will tell you the same thing. Our videos that we've done, those videos are firing. He sent me a message. Was that last week? There was one day where you got a message to say, I think one of the videos, or was it for the whole channel? You got 500 views, 500 hours of view time. Was it on one of the Duran Duran videos that we've done? It just pushed it. And that then makes the video snowball. And over time, those videos accumulate. Young sir, what's your hours viewed on the channel? Where are you? It was about 3,500 this time last week. So where are we at? Let us know. Michael, I'm not disappointed at not getting any possible discount on the magazine. I like supporting a physical imprint-based magazine. You will get a discount in a year's time. I will remind the publisher of that conversation. You were disappointed some years ago when Kung Fu magazine went out of print. Look, the publishing market is an absolute minefield. When Joel took over Bass Guitar magazine in 2012, we sat down and had a coffee in Beaconsfield up the road. Both of us say, I remember saying to him, how much legs do you think this has got? I said, because I'm seeing magazines disappear in the magazine stores all the time, really quickly. I said, are we looking at a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? He said, I don't know. He said, it isn't good, but let's just ride it as long as we possibly can. Hey, and we did 10 years. So when he approached me with this, I said, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you 14 years ago. How much legs do you think we've got? Bill Derbyshire, $9.99 super chat. Thank you very, very much. You're a fine chap. That's a birthday super chat as well. How about that? Thank you, Bill. Bless your heart. Top man. Top banana. Well done, that chap. Outstanding work. Thank you, Bill. A little message coming your way. Super stuff. Yeah, so I said to him, here we are again, 14 years down the road. What do you think? He said, let's just go for it again, shall we? And we'll see. He said, different publisher, different magazine. People keep saying they want a base print magazine. Well, here we go. So, yeah, we're going to have another crack at it. And there's a slightly different flavour to this, different publisher, different sort of angle. It helps that the publisher is a bass player, of course. Young Mark, if you're watching. We're going for it, aren't we? We're going for it. Absolutely. Mike, you don't really like reading on your iPad. Do you know how many times people said that to me? I remember when Nick Wells tried to launch iBase and it was put forward as this is the way it's all going. And we all thought this is the way magazines are going. They're going on to tablets. If you knew the grief of trying to format a magazine on paper to work on PC, to work on Mac, to work on a laptop, and to work on a tablet, all those different formats, it's a nightmare. And the amount of people that were like really up for a magazine in tablet for Stacey Ann, $9.99. Look, here we go. She's on a roll. It's almost every week now. You get, yeah. Bless your heart. Thank you very much. You know how much I appreciate it. Thank you, folks. We can eat this week. We can eat this week. Yeah, everyone wanted magazines on tablets, and I'll be honest, I didn't think it worked. Not just iBase, other magazines as well. It just didn't really. I don't know what the word is. It just didn't. It didn't fire up what it should have been, and it could have. It had the potential to be something really good, but I just didn't feel like those magazines on tablets really worked. And now since bass players stopped being a printed commodity, and we dropped off the team for that, I said before, not a week goes by where I don't either get a message, an email, or a comment on the channel from people going, I really miss print magazines. I really miss print. When are we going to get a bass magazine again? When are we going to get the bass shows? That's the big thing. But you got to learn to walk before you can run with this stuff. We can't do a show. You got to get the magazine up. You need a magazine to hang a show on. Again, Bass Review magazine, Bass Guitar Review, whatever it was called, tried to do a show, but the magazine wasn't big enough to support what that show needed it to be. And without a fully firing magazine that's got people's interest and they're invested in it, and the stars are there, and the magazine can pull those people in, you're going to struggle, I think. And but anyway, we're going to give this a good go. So, aiming to bring you the very best magazine. I want you, the regular people here on Brooksy's Bass Corner, once you start getting your issues, I want to hear, do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you change? What do you think could be improved? How can we make things better? It's a constant iteration process. We'll try and make it the very best it can be. We can sit there in our ivory tower creating a magazine that we think is the dog's does, but it needs feedback. And I trust the people that come here on the channel. I've built up a rapport with you. I see you every week, a lot of you. Sometimes I speak to some of you almost every day. But that feedback is valuable. I can feed everything back to my editor and the publisher, and I can say, watch the live chat. They'll tell you whether this is a good magazine or not, because if they're not happy with it, then we're not hitting the right mark that we need to do. They're bass players. They're buying this. That's our audience. So it's almost like free market research. We haven't got, you guys are going to tell me, and I would expect that too. And if you don't like something, tell me, and I will feed it all back. This is the conduit, You're paying for it, so you're paying for the magazine. So if it's not what you want it to be, tell us. And whether the editor or the publisher does anything about that, that's their call. But I'm a writer. I can funnel that reaction straight. Michael Anthony, $19.99. You lot are just fine people. Fine people. You make an old man very happy. Thank you very much. I've now also worked out, last week I couldn't work out why I couldn't get access to certain people when they were doing super chats and super thanks, and I couldn't work it out. It's because when you're We've still got the vertical and the horizontal. You're on two separate streams. I have to go into each one to be able to see those things. So let me just open that there. I can come into there. And we're good. Let me just see. Hold on. Wait for the chat to appear. There we go. There he is. Well done, Mike. Thank you very much. Super. A super chat from a super guy. How about that? There we are. Thank you, sir. Bless your heart. So yeah, so that's kind of the take really with the mag. That's where we are. Oh, I got to do that. That's fine. Always wanted to be a fine people. You can be a fine people. My wife told me to send $20. Your missus is a fine woman. Thank you very much, Mrs. Anthony. Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you very much, Ian. Oh, so I had an apple about 20 minutes before we went on, and I keep these odd bits of apple keep falling out your teeth. There we go. There we go. So if you've got any questions, fire away, folks. We're here till about 9 o'clock. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. Got any questions? You want to ask me anything about the magazine? Feel free. You want to ask me anything about the magazines we used to write for? Feel free. Anything you've seen here on the channel? Maybe you found a video from the deep, dark recesses of 2020, maybe. If you've watched the Chris Squire interview, young Michael did. He delved back into, when was that? September 2020. If you want to ask me anything about that, you can. Feel free. Here we go. I've realised I missed a bunch of things here. Good Lord. What's this? Beckinsville Shire on Thames. I love amazing sounding Brit names. Very good. Stacey. Oh yeah. Let's get. Yeah, there we are. Azuma, you subscribed to the magazine. There we go. It was just a different browser. Excellent. Well done, sir. Stacey Ann, you're going to get something started. Yeah, that should be stirring the pot. Getting paid for what you do is always a good thing. Don't I know it? Gareth, don't like reading books on a Kindle. Never mind a mag. There we go. Stacey, loved my print mags. I subscribed to Tatler for crying out. Musha Henderson, good to see you again. You subbed to this super. Thank you very much. Excited to get it. Bless your heart. Good stuff. Zoom again. Come on down to LA, Mike and Stacey. Let's have an afternoon brew. Bring your wife too, Mike, since she is the instigator. There we are. There we are. So are we doing our next video next weekend, young Zoomer? Is that next weekend? Do I need to put a little something in the diary? Let me just check. I haven't got any gigs. I know that much. Don't forget, folks, Valentine's Day next Saturday. I'm here all weekend, Zoomer. So if you want to do that, it's all good. It's all good. And I suspect we're probably going to need to film for more than an hour and a half, aren't we? There's so much to talk about. I just want to give you as much content before you have to edit. So I do suspect that might be an episode that we have to go granular on further down the line, but that's all good. It's Dawson, isn't it? Young Dawson. Have I ever played pinball in Soho and Brighton? No, can't say I have. Done other things in Soho and Brighton. Excuse me. But no, not played pinball. I haven't played a pinball machine in years. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of the MAME emulator for arcade games, and there is a sub version of MAME, I think, for emulating pinball machines. And I've never got around to downloading it and setting it up. I really should do that sometime. I do like a game of pinball, I have to say. We should do a base pinball machine. Someone should have done that. They've got a pinball machine at the base gallery in Camden. It's never turned on, though. They turned it off long ago. I don't think there's actually room in there for you to stand at the front of the machine and play it. It's literally jam-packed with stuff in there. Mike, asked you a while back how I might get a tone like those gospel bassists, glassy highs and big bottom. I figured out the trick is stacking at least 2 EQs and 2 low pass or high pass filters. Filters are good for all that. And 2 compressors. It sounds like a lot, though. You shouldn't need all that. You got to remember, if you're watching stuff on YouTube and you hear all that gospel stuff, You got to remember what they're recording it through, whether it's just on a phone mic or whether it's through an audio interface. They might have boosted all the tone. They might be running through EQ pedals or EQ rack mounts and all of that. The best way of finding out, if you hear a tone you like and it's from the guy who's playing it, send them a message or leave a comment in their video. Scott, good to see you, man. $19.99 super chat. Thank you. Your favorite online basis. Well, bless your heart. Thank you very much. If you've just staggered on here, Scott, I don't know if you've taken out a subscription with the magazine, but there is now a personalized link from me and my channel. So if you were thinking of taking out a subscription for the new magazine, if you use that link, it goes through to the subscriptions department at the mag, and they can create a set of analytics which will tell them how many subscribers are coming through Brooks's Base Corner, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. I need to go through there. 2 seconds to say thank you to Scott because he's a super chat. There we are. Very good. I am on. He's come through there, hasn't he? There we go. That one. That one. That's it. There we are. Thank you, Scott. Outstanding. Outstanding. What a team. What a team. Oh, by the way, this is on your Helix rack. Okay, I suddenly had visions of you having an effects rack like Lewis. A wardrobe full of gear. Okay, well, that's okay. Yeah, but like I say, if you hear a tone you like, message them people. If it's via YouTube videos on their channel, ask them. For example, also, if you ever hear a tone on any of the reviews or demos I put up, ask me, what have you done there? How have you got that tone? What strings are you using? Although I usually put that in the reviews and demos, you see that. Yeah. But always ask those questions. Many's the time I've sort of crossed paths with bass players I know, or even name bass players in bass stores and at bass shows, and just ask them, how did you get that tone? What did you use on that? And half the time they can't remember. But certain bass players have good memories, and you can say to them, what strings were you using? Did you have a high setup, a low setup, effects, processing, all of that sort of thing. If they're tech-minded, they know. Dawson, congrats on the mag. Thank you very much. Thank you all. There we go, Scott. It's just a flurry of payments. It's outstanding work, isn't it? Gareth Harrison, think he's referring to Pinball Wizard. He is. Zuma, nice one, Scott. To your previous question, view hours still at 3,500, though it does say 35% more than previous 365 days. I'm telling you, you need to go into those videos and start creating some more shorts, because as we found with these 2 videos, you do anything Duran Duran based, it generates views. And I bet if you put some shorts up, take 30-second cuts out of that video and make sure you hashtag it. Hashtag shorts, hashtag Duran. I think isn't it D2, DD2 or something. Anyway, if you go, when you're typing the title within the app, put hashtag Duran and it comes up what the best option for it is. Select that, get those shorts out, and I bet you will generate a load more subscribers who will then watch those videos. And don't forget in the shorts to make sure the related video is one of those Duran videos. You watch. If you went back through a load of the older videos on your channel and created shorts for them, do one a day. Your channel will take off. I'm seeing just on those 2 videos we've done. Look at the comment. One of them's got like 160 comments. I don't get 160 comments on any of my videos. So do it. Just generate, like spend an hour creating remix shorts out of some of your other content. So your channel is a gold mine, really. In fact, I might come on there and just start creating a load of remix videos, and then you'll generate the extra views coming through to your channel via my channel. So, and again, I'll send you the collaborator link and away we go. It's all good, isn't it? Michael Anthony, Steve Lawson has a pretty insane pedal board. Well, did I tell you that Steve Lawson is one of the tutors on the new magazine? We've got Steve Lawson, we've got Stuart Clayton, and we've got Ryan Medora. It's the A-team, isn't it? Gareth, I remember asking Billy Sheehan why he had 1x15 on top of the 4x10 instead of the other way round like other bassists. Because he's trying to get the tone that he used to have when he used to use the JBL rigs before he went back to Ampeg. And he thinks, to his ear, bearing in mind they've been blasted with amplification for decades, that he thinks the 1x15 sound better on the top. He knows his sound. Mike, recently learned Rio by Duran. Great ghost note exercise. I've just created a CD to put in the car because you can put multiple albums on one disc, and created it as a data disc. And I've got all the Duran studio albums on one disc, and I'll be going through all of that for the upcoming videos. Not just one video. We've got loads of videos, me and Zuma, to do. When I'm driving, I get so much time to listen, which I don't normally get when I'm here working, because I have earbuds on listening to videos while I'm editing. All those albums, there's great stuff. Check out Notorious album, Mike. There's a couple of tracks on there. One of my favourite Duran tracks of all time is the final song on Notorious called Proposition. But also have a listen to So Misled. I don't know if John Taylor's ever been as funky as he is on that track. I wish they would play it live, but I know Roger would have a heart attack because it's a Steve Ferroni drum fest. And the bass plays around the drum part. It's outstanding. Yes, I did. Here we go. So it's all good. Well, it's coming up towards 7 o'clock. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope your bass playing's going great. If you've been out gigging, tell us where you've been gigging. I haven't gigged since December the 20th. I've had 3 gigs in the book since we got into the new year, and all 3 blew out for various reasons. So the way it's going, I won't be gigging until April the 19th, which is my next one in the diary. So it's all good. I've been filming like crazy for the channel. I just haven't had time to either edit or promote in order to put the video out. And you know my stance on that. If I haven't got 3 hours either side of a video, then I don't put it up, because you've got to do the promotion to give it the momentum to get out there. Gareth, that's exactly what he told me. See? Next time I see him, I'm going to try and coax him into coming onto one of the live chats. I do ask him from time to time, do you want to come on? Do you want to? Doesn't do it. I've sent him links for things, and he just doesn't. He's not that way inclined. He's such a busy chap as well. Proposition, cool. I'll check it out. Proposition is the track. I think Andy Taylor's on it as well. I think it was the last track he played guitar on before he rejoined the band in 2000. And actually on that track, on Proposition, JT's using the low D extender on the Kabiki. I think it's in E flat. And it's a lovely, lovely bass line. Zoomer will confirm this, of course. Right, let's just check the analytics, see where we are. Just check it's all good. Dashboard. Oh, we got extra subscribers. We got 3 extra subscribers since we went live. Thank you very much, folks. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you find some content on here that works for you. Analytics, let's see where we are. We have had 248 views. Thank you very much if you're watching. Good to see you. You're amongst friends. We're talking basses, bass amps, bass guitars, bass effects. All of that. Great bass players. Bass gear. If your gear's not working how it should be, let us know. We'll try and help. Please give the video a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. Very important. Let's see, that's working. That one's on 2, so that's all looking very good. Good. Zuma, here's Proposition. If linking is allowed, I don't think you can send a link, mate. I can put a link up. Yeah, of course I can put a YouTube link in, of course. Bear with me a moment. I wish they'd play this live. I don't think they ever have. I don't think it's ever been played live, as far as I'm aware. There we go. Copy, and here we are. There you go, Mike. Get your lug holes around that. But that whole album's great. Slinky as hell. Nile Rodgers producing. It's great. And Nile Rodgers playing guitar on most of it as well. Super stuff. Here we are. It's all good. It's all good. Bill Derbyshire, your next gig, beat after beat. Thank you very much for your $5. Thank you. Good work, sir. Outstanding. Well done, folks. So, there were 1 or 2 people asking last week, will the magazine affect the channel? Only in a positive way. All positive. It means more regular, up-to-date gear, reviews and demos coming through the door. It's going to re-establish our connections with the bass playing glitterati and the distributors and the manufacturers and all of that sort of stuff. It's all good. Believe me, it's all good. I think my editor is kind of quite pleased that when we had the initial discussion in 2020 about me setting up a YouTube channel, now he's going to reap the rewards because I'm 5 years in. So he didn't have to go to some guy he didn't know to talk about doing review videos. He just knew to say, can you do this? Yeah, I can. So, he knows what he's going to get. Zuma, I think you're right. Roger would get quite the workout on So Misled. He hates playing Notorious. Yeah, he really does. I think Proposition is not too tough. No, he could do that. I think So Misled would tie him up in knots. So they should do it. Correct. Agreed. Cheers, B. Good man. How's your channel doing? All good, I hope. All good. Let me see. That's right. Yep. Stream health. I need to check the stream health actually while we're here. Yep, that's all good. Oh yes. Oh, automatically generate a cropped version for the shorts feed. Yes. Why won't it let me do that? Ah, yeah. I was looking at this the other day. Won't let me do it. So let me see if I go into there. Stream settings. That doesn't let you do it. I think I have to do it before we go live. I will check all this out. I'd said it the other week. Oh, I'll check that, and I didn't. This is about getting YouTube to produce one stream that changes the aspect ratio depending on which device you're working on. But it's got this dual stream thing. But for some reason, there's a button there and it won't let me do anything with it. Let me just check. Maybe that is only if you're using an encoder. Ah, yeah, it's if I'm doing it through the YouTube app. That's right. Yes, okay. Not to worry. Not to worry. Alexa, what do you think about the future of live music? It's a worry, isn't it? Seems we're all on the ropes at the moment. Venues closing, music store chains gone, equipment getting so expensive, kids only interested in screens. I think it's one of those things we're just going to have to, not fight through it, but you're just going to have to keep going. And at some point, these things do tend to turn around. I don't know. We've never been in this position. I've been saying for months, probably a couple of years, I don't know where the younger kids can go and learn their craft. I don't know where the pub and club gigs are. Certainly here in London, there's fewer and fewer all the time. Lots of young musos are going straight out into wedding bands and function bands. And when, pardon my language, when the crap hits the fan and things go wrong, they haven't got a clue how to solve it. You learn all of that doing the pubs and clubs. So if you make a mistake or the gear fails or you've got an idiot in front of you who's about to try and wade into the band, you can learn how to deal with those situations. At the moment, the opportunities to do that are thinning rapidly. I don't know what the solution is. I don't think anyone does. But live music is definitely changing. The whole environment is changing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't actually have anything I can suggest to make that situation better at the moment. I think it's just a case of wait and see. Wait and see. Gareth, just got tickets for Roachford. You are going to enjoy that. They're playing down where my folks live and my sister lives. And I wanted to go. And all of the gigs I would go to see Roachford on tour are all Saturdays. And I'm gigging them all. So I don't think I'm going to get to see him. I have to say, he was outstanding with Level 42. I haven't seen Roachford live. Well, I did a gig with him, but not playing in his band back in 2017. He's never lost it. But the original version of the band is outstanding. The albums up until 1998 are outstanding. So I'm glad you've gone and bought tickets. Bass player with him now is a guy called David Levy, who's played with loads of people, done loads of session work, loads of tours and stuff. He's not the original bass player. The original bass player is a guy called Derek Taylor, one of my heroes, who will be doing an interview with me sometime soon when I pull my finger out and get in touch with him again and say, we're going to do this. But he will be appearing on the channel. But that's a really good gig. You're going to enjoy that. Beat after beat. People are getting pissed off because I'm posting your milestones. Sod them. None of their business. Your channel. If they don't like it, they'll unsubscribe. Leave them to it. People have got too many issues giving creators hard time about what they put up. It's their channel. Let them do what they want. If you don't like it, you either don't watch it or you unsubscribe. It's a big deal. You do what you want to do, Beat. It's your channel. You're in charge of it. So you got over 95,000 views on the channel. Well, there you go. You see, it's growing, isn't it? Here's Mike's wife using your wife. Oh, right. Okay. Using your wife's phone to give another like. That's a man of outstanding means. Well done, sir. Stacey, pubs and clubs are the training wheels on the bike. Correct. Exactly that. Gareth, not only that you learn to play together and become better musicians on the pub circuit. Exactly. It's where you build your contacts, where you network. All of that. God, how many weddings and functions did my old bands, plural, pick up so much work for private functions, private parties, all of that, doing the pubs and clubs. We always used to say, we might be doing a pub for £100 a man, but we might end up with 10 weddings out of it and we'll make £500 a man. And if you're playing in a town or a village or an area where there aren't a lot of venues having live music, I will guarantee you, people getting married or people looking for bands for their event, they will go to those venues because there's no other place for them to check out bands. And if you're good, you will get loads of work. We used to play in Oxford O'Neill's, and it was a 85-mile round trip. And we both had to pay the fuel in the cars. We'd take 2 cars, 3 of us in the band. And we'd have to pay our parking and all that. And we moaned about, and we'd go we don't get much out of this gig. Blah, blah, blah. Over 10 years, we must have done well over 100 private functions that came off that venue. Because we were good and we were playing there regularly, and people would go, that band's playing, we're going to go down and see them that night. All my mates saw that band. We want them at our wedding. And we used to just clean up. Can't tell you. Until you've been in that situation, you don't realise it. So when I left the first band and went to the second, and the singer in that band would go, I don't want to do O'Neill's for 85, 90 quid. I said, yeah, but you won't be moaning when you got £400 in your pocket. Well, am I going to get £400? I said, because we might get a wedding out of there tonight, and that'll put 400. So it's not £85, it's £485. Yeah, that's the way. So over the two events, you've averaged just under 250 quid per show, which isn't too bad. And that's the way you got to look at it. Sometimes you got to it's that old saying, I used to hate it, but it is true. You have to speculate to accumulate. We did. We did with the first band, doing the cheaper end gigs on the night. You might think no one's watching and I'm making a pittance. And then you'll suddenly get a phone call, someone will come up to you at the end of the gig. Can I have the band's number, please? Or an email. And suddenly you get an inquiry. I saw you play last night. I'd like you to play my daughter's 25th birthday. And then you get into talking about fees and prices and then you don't know how many other people are going to be at that event, and you'll get booked for other people's. It's networking. It's part of the job. Sherry, has my husband been hanging out in here? Yes, he has. He's supposed to be painting the house. Well, what he needs to do is put his earbuds in. He can listen to us while he's doing the painting. How about that? We're a good listen, frankly. BFB, thank you. That's all right. Stacey having a laugh. Gareth, then you have to explain why you're not charging the same for weddings as a pub gig. I have that conversation thousands of times, and they get the same answer every time. Because a pub gig will last, or all in with playing, setting up and travelling, 3-4 hours. A wedding could be 15 hours. So if someone has a problem with that, then say to them, fine, you hire an electrician, and you get them to do 15 hours, and we'll do your event for a third of that, which would probably be close to about £2,000, which is probably far more than what I'd quoted in the first place. And then when they understand that, then they start to understand actually they're getting a very good deal. There we go. Right, Stacey. Mr. Young just gave a like as well. He's a top man, Mr. Young. I hope his medical bits and bobs is all going splendidly well. Listening in the background, spouse is doing the work today. There we go. There we go. Where's Fort? Leo, young man. A couple of weeks you'll be here. Welcome. Do you have any idea on your itinerary yet? Do you know when you might have free time when you're here in London? Zuma, Sherry, painting the house is not good for his musical fingers. Well, got to get those jobs done. If the weather's good, do it. Yeah, if it's dry and it's not raining or snowing, let him carry on. Let him carry on. It's all good. Okie dokes, let's have a quick check on the old analytics. Check everything is fine. Looks to be. Yeah. Dashboard. It's looking good. We got any new subscribers? No, we're still on 5,126. It's all good. Views. We are just very close to 300. So thank you very much, folks. It's coming up 7:10 here in the UK. Broadcasting from London here in the UK. Talking bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, bass accessories, cleaning your basses, looking after them, doing all that sort of stuff. I had a guy message from Instagram this morning. He'd seen the Ibanez SR300 setup video. Couldn't understand how to adjust his string height. I said, you do it at the bridge, do it at the saddles, small little changes, take your time, you'll get there. It's all good. Leo, not yet. I'll try and get in touch with your host family, let you know as soon as possible. That's all good. It's all good. Dawson, Brooksy is going to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Can you imagine? No, that wouldn't happen. Michael Anthony, where's everyone from? You're in the US, Louisiana. See, you're not that far from Stacey. She's in North Carolina. Zuma's in LA. Lewis, I think's California way as well. Yeah. So if anyone's looking to buy new gear, or if you got your eye on something, let us know what you're looking at. I've got a new pedal. You may remember last week the quite fabulous Graham Potts said he had a Source Audio EQ2 pedal for sale. Well, I've bought it. It's coming my way. Checked all the videos out. I've been looking at those for about 2 years, and I can use it. I use it on the Uncle Funk show, and I want to do some reviews here on the channel, of course. So that's heading my way. Should have it, I think, the middle of the week. So all good. Sherry, call Stacey Ann. Howdy, neighbour. There we are. Excuse me. Sorry for anyone listening on headphones or earbuds. If I've just coughed in your ear, I'm sorry. I have the new Young Guns Silver Fox album right in front of me. Anyone doesn't know who this lot are, check them out. They're quite fabulous. My favourite band of the last 10 years. Young Andy Platts, Sean Lee. If you like yacht rock, check it out. Recorded both at the Troubadour in LA and the Paradiso in Amsterdam. Very good. Been capturing it for my phone earlier. Stacey saying hello. Big shout down to Louisiana from North Carolina. There you go. Oh, that's completely what I was going to mention tonight. Those of you in the US, you've probably already seen this. It's been out for a number of months. We only got it here in the UK on Sky Arts the past 2 nights. So anyone who has seen the Billy Joel and So It Goes documentary, 5 hours, absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. Have been from 1978, 79. Watched many, many concerts on TV. The one time I had tickets to go and see him, he cancelled because he was ill. It's in the mid-90s. Gutted I didn't go. Every time he's gigged in the UK since, I've been busy on the day he's playing. But that documentary was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Tom Hanks was the executive producer. And whether you like Billy Joel or not, it's a great watch. On the whole, singer-songwriter, one man running the show. A real insight. And it was exactly what I wanted to see. Quite sad in places as well. So if you like Billy Joel, check it out. It's on Sky Arts. I'm sure it will be repeated. But it's 2 episodes, 2.5 hours each time. Outstanding. If you don't know who Billy Joel's bass players were, I can't remember who they, in the very, very early days, I can't remember the guy, I can Google it. Doug Stegmeyer, I think, was from about 74, 75. Amazing bass player. The first Billy Joel concert I watched was him playing at Wembley Arena. It was on the BBC around the time of Uptown Girl and the Innocent Man album. I must have watched that gig hundreds of times. Doug Stegmeyer. I wasn't a bass player at that time, but I was doing my research. I was doing my background work, learning about all these artists and their bands and stuff. Doug Stegmeyer was a monster bass player. Listen to any Billy Joel albums from 74, 75 onwards, right up until 89. And he was sort of let go, which was a shame. And he took his life in the mid-90s. He couldn't handle not being part of Billy Joel's band, which is a shame. But a monster player. On record after that, he had Skylar Deal, who I think had worked with Michael Bolton. Then he had T.M. Stevens for the River of Dreams album. He then had one of my favourites, T-Bone Walk, on tour with him for the River of Dreams tour. T-Bone was Hall & Oates' bass player, who I luckily had the fortune to meet a couple of times. Told him I thought he was amazing. And yeah, and then in recent years, he's had various bass players because his touring and his shows have been not erratic, but he's, you know, he stopped being a writer of pop albums and did this classical thing, and then came out and would do the occasional shows and very short tours. But Doug Stegmeyer, oh my God. Oh my God. In fact, let me find that Wembley video on YouTube. Anyone wants to watch it, it is just monstrous. There we go, Wembley 84. That's bits of it. I don't want bits of it. I want the whole thing. Ah, is that it? That just looks like a whole bunch of videos. Oh, there we go. I think that is it. I think that's the whole hour and 44 minutes. Originally, when it was shown, it was 2 episodes. I think here someone's managed to sort of pull it all together. Oh, the visuals aren't good. Okay, oh, it's a bootleg. Yeah, there's a reason not... unless someone... no, that's not it. Billy Joel Vivo. It's like a whole load of videos here. Is that in order? No, it's not. Ah, dear, oh dear. I'm doing my best for you here, folks. Let's try and find this. By the way, if the if the title says Wembley Stadium, it wasn't. Not in 84. It was Wembley Arena. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's 7 videos. That's not the whole thing. That's just a bunch of them. That's no use. There's one which is 12 videos, but again, I don't think that's the whole thing. Got to remember, a lot of people have just transferred this from VHS, so the visual isn't so hot. Well, look, I'm going to put this in there, and unless you guys want to search for a better version. Okay. It'll give you an idea, but it is quite fab. It is a very good show. Like I say, I watched it hundreds of times as a kid. But Doug Stegmeyer, oh my days. And you can look at anything from Billy Joel from the mid-70s through to 89, and Doug Stegmeyer's on bass. There's also the Moscow concert, which is worth a watch. And on top of all this, you've got the monster Liberty DeVito on drums. I mean, one of my favourite drummers of all time. Would love to have played in a band with him. Check these out, folks. If you're looking for something to watch for the evening. Oh my days. And why wouldn't you want to watch a band like that playing scenes from an Italian restaurant? Oh, musical education. That's what I'm trying to provide here. Zuma, I love karaokeing to the longest time. You look like, visually, you could be in that video. And that voice, if that's not a voice for the doo-wop harmony singing. Gareth Harrison had Neil Young tickets and he's just cancelled. I think a lot of these performers are going to be cancelling. The Billy Joel show I was meant to go and see was a double header with him and Elton John at Wembley Stadium in '98. He did the night before, which was Saturday. For some reason, he didn't do the Sunday, and I had tickets, and they said, oh, if you don't want to go to just the Elton John show, you can bring your ticket back to the box office and we'll refund you. Looking back, I should have just done the show, gone and seen Elton John, but I wanted to see them both. And I was flying to Moscow 2 days later, and I thought, you know what, I could just use today for packing. getting the set run and all of that. Probably that was the right idea. And I bought the tickets. I wasn't going to Moscow. But there we go. Leo, here's a tip for bass players. Go climbing. It really helps your finger strength and endurance. Yeah, you see, I'd be a little scared that I might damage not just a finger or a thumb. I might damage something else. So it makes gigging a little hard. Michael Anthony, was TM Stevens a Zappa alumni? Possibly. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Here we go. Selected recordings. And it's not in alphabetical order, which is really handy. Doesn't look like he was on any albums. Okay, let's go back. I think probably not. Scott Thunis is the main guy. Vice started his career with Frank Zappa and even toured with TM7s and TM Stevens apparently did not work directly as a member of Frank Zappa's band, but he worked closely with prominent Zappa alumni. Got it. A drummer will be Tony Bozio, of course. Yeah, there we go. But I can highly recommend that Billy Joel documentary. It's seriously good. Seriously good. So much so I've been going through all my CDs and stuff today and getting stuff on my phone and burning stuff for the car. But well worth. 5 hours is a lot of time to invest, but it's a very good watch. Considering how much tripe there is on the telly, certainly here in the UK, spending 5 hours watching a Billy Joel documentary was times well spent in my book. Leo, I've been on a climbing streak. Very helpful. If you have good technique, you should be injury-free. I'm more worried about falling off, frankly. But there we go. Pressure is another favourite. Just a whole back catalogue. It's just outstanding. Any people like Leo, youngsters here on the channel. Leo, go and check out an album called The Stranger by Billy Joel. And then 52nd Street. And then Glass Houses. And check out the live albums, of which there are many. If you're in a jazzier vibe, maybe... Well, 52nd Street is good for that. The Bridge from 86. Stormfront, stunning album. And the live albums are great as well. There's so many of them. I've forgotten I'd bought most of them. They're all here in my music player. Oh, my God. The Live at Shea Stadium show, 2010, 2011. Just great. Really good. Really good. Beat after beat, you love Glass Houses. It's great. All these albums are great. And they cover them in depth on this documentary. It's not like, oh, and then in 86 he did this. Everything gets, it's like my sort of documentary where it goes chronologically through the career. So there's everything sort of, you see how the momentum builds up. It's great. Look, Leo, I'll go ahead and watch that after the live chat. You do that. I don't know. It's on HBO in America. And it was on Sky Arts here, so you won't find it on YouTube. I couldn't. I could find the trailer, which I watched earlier. Hold on. I mean, as a bass player, you want to see a great drummer doing his thing. Watch Liberty DeVito from Billy Joel's band. I mean, the guy is a monster. So this is the trailer. If you want to get a feel for it. Liberty DeVito, one of the greatest drummers, does not get the props he deserves. How he didn't do more session work, I don't know. Especially after he left Billy Joel's recording band. You can talk to him on Facebook. He seems sort of quite responsive. He's an older chap now, but just stunning drummer. No one is like Liberty DeVito in terms of how they play. I mean, the guy's an engine. Obviously now in his older days, maybe not quite so erratic in his physicality, but what a drummer. What a drummer. My sort of drummer. I would happily play in a band with him for free. It's coming up towards 7:30 here in the UK. Hope you're all fine, fit, well and happy. We're talking bass guitars. If you just ventured onto the channel from the live, from the vertical feed or the live stream feed, you're very welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you along. We're talking bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players. Got any bass news? Let us know. We've got a new bass mag here in the UK, which I'm going to be contributing towards. Can't wait. Can't wait to see people's reaction to the first sampler issue, which comes out, it's being launched at the Guitar and Bass Show in Birmingham at the end of the month. Anyone taking out a subscription, you will get a copy of the sampler issue. So if you're taking out the paper-based subscription, you will get a paper-based copy. If you're taking out the digital subscription, you will get the digital version. That's how that works. I had a lot of people asking, how do we get this if we live abroad? Well, it will get sent to you. That's if you've paid for a paper subscription, that's what's coming your way. Keep hold of your copy. When I see you, I'll sign it. How about that? So if you get your copy, Leo, before you get over here, bring it with you and I'll sign it for you. Not that me signing it is going to make it worth anything, but happy to do it. You never know. I might become the greatest bass player of all time. Highly unlikely, but you never know. We live in hope. The Bassist magazine looks classy. I can't wait. I want to see it myself. I'm waiting for the PDF once all the content's done. And then I'm looking forward to see how they deal with the online stuff. So it's all a waiting game at the moment, but it'll be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. Gareth, you watched the Bruce Springsteen biopic, Deliver Me from Nowhere, earlier today. Thoughts? Any good? I don't know why I'm asking that, because I'm not a Bruce Springsteen fan, but I don't mind watching documentaries. So, yeah. I'm surprised Billy Joel has never done a double header with Bruce Springsteen on the same stage. That would put some bums on seats and shift some tickets too. Richard, hey. Finally went for a short scale bass to help with your carpal tunnel. Okay, absolutely love it. It really does help too. What did you buy? What short scale bass? Bass? Where did that come from? What short scale bass did you buy? The old forces are slipping out. I'll make sure they're firmly fitted. You bought a Sambo California 2 TT short scale. Lovely. High gloss black. Well done, sir. Enjoy. Enjoy. Very nice. Gaz, it's great. It's based around the recording of the album Nebraska. Okay, cool. I love documentaries on bands, especially when it's going through like the history of a band up to a certain point. The one on Yes Years is, well, that's how it got me into Yes, was that I watched that and I was like, oh, I better learn about this band, hadn't I? And I liked the tunes. And for years I'd been saying I didn't. And then I heard stuff and it was like, I really like this. A documentary on a band is a good way of selling itself to me, to be fair. Okay, it's bang on 7:30. How about that? If you're sort of falling into the live chat link, it's good to see you. Come on in. We're talking basses and bass guitars. You're amongst friends. Lewis, I have a Gibson SG for short scale with flat wounds. Excellent. Sounds amazing. They have a sound of their own. SG basses. What do you put on that? Do you put round wounds, flat wounds, half wounds, string brand, gauge? What are you using on that? Beat After Beat, yes, just came out with the box set. Hokey dokes. Hokey dokes. Roto flat wounds, very good. Okay. Do they do a short? I'm sure they do a short scale flat wound. Of course. Bass guitar strings, flat wound, short scales, what we're looking for. So it's the Jazz Bass 77s. Oh, yes, they do, short scale. Excellent. That'll be the RS77S then. 4090 gauge. Is there another gauge for that? Doesn't look like there is. Obviously works for you. Good stuff. That's the ones. There we are. Yeah, that'll be good. Be good on that. Because that back pickup burps along rather nicely. So, yeah. Good. Where are we there? We have had, oh my word, it's kicking off on the old views, isn't it? Nearly 370 views of this live chat. I don't know what he's going on about. Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Attending regularly on a Sunday. It's all good. It's all good. That's fine. Yep, just check that. That's good. Yep, stream health is good. We're rocking and rolling in the free world, aren't we? Great. Time to let the dog out. That's not my job. That's the other half's job. While I'm doing live chats, that's not for me to do. Lewis, normally go with 4000s on your Gibson Thunderbirds. Got it. Yes. You're a Gibson bass guy. That's okay. No worries. Grand. So if you've got any questions, put them in the live chat window, press send, and I'll see them, and everyone else will see them, and we'll try and respond for you. If you've seen anything on the channel you want to ask about, then feel free. Anything you want to ask about regarding the new magazine, again, feel free. I'll try and answer as much as I can. I don't know everything yet. There's still some technicalities that I don't know, but once the magazine comes out, and it's only a matter of weeks, 3 weeks? Date to date, 8th. Yeah, 3 weeks yesterday. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you who've subscribed get your issues of the sampler issue, your copies of the sampler issue, before we even get to the bass show. That wouldn't surprise me. You lot will be telling me what's in the Mac. Well, I'll have seen the PDF, of course. So, Pedal of the Year 2025. Mine has to be the MXR bass synth. I would say, and I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm going out on a limb here because I haven't physically tried it, but it was announced, and I'm thinking it's not available to buy yet, but it's been announced with orders being taken for release this year. The Behringer reproduction of the Meatball filter. which I will be buying and will be testing. Stacey, 2 super chats on one live chat. That's a first. That's never happened. Give the man a tenner, Stacey, said Mr. Young. Mr. Young is a man of great taste. I've said this all along. And well done, Doug. Thank you very much. Bless your hearts. Thank you. That'll be from the cats. Thank you very much. Thank you. There we are. Well done. See, now that'll set off another chat. Michael have to follow you on that. So we're now getting into double super chats on a super chat. Don't forget the merch, folks. Actually, while I'm here, I think the merch is 25% off. I think finishing tonight. Let me just quickly check that. I did put a post up a couple of days ago. I think it was Wednesday. And I think that deal ran through till the end of tonight. Let me just check. Oh. Europe login. There we go. Ah, it's asking me to log in. Hasn't done that in a while. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Promos. Promo campaigns. 25% off until midnight tonight. Folks, if you want to help and you'd like a little something for your contributions, in the description box below this video window, and this goes after the live chat's finished and what have you, merch links, UK and Europe, US and worldwide, everything, t-shirts, caps, hoodies, mouse mats, mugs, mouse mat, of course, 25% off. So you get a little something for helping the channel. Get your Brooks's Base Corner t-shirts there. Wowzers. Michael, old strings for 3 years, just sent them off. I had £15. Old strings for 3 years and just sent them off. I had £15. I don't know. Stacey call beat after beat calling Stacey out. Very good. Lewis, you said the meatball filter. Yep. You want a link? Hold on. I'll get a link here. Behringer meatball. Reproduction of the old late 90s, early 2000. As used by Nick Fife of Jamiroquai. Well, this is just one of a million links. So it's coming out, and I think you have to pre-order it. There's one. I'll go to the... See, it says they've got one in stock. I don't think they have. Maybe they have. Maybe they're out. £100. Which isn't the cheapest price. I think I've seen them for 85. Let me get you that. It looks the same. I didn't get one first time round. I remember BGM, in one of its very early issues, had a review of this. I didn't know what it did. Just thought it was a stupid name for a pedal. Lord knows there's plenty of pedals with stupid names. I became a big fan of the bass sound on the Funk Odyssey Jamiroquai album. And I think the first track has got it all over. It's that tight, compressed filter sound. And I loved it. And I thought, oh, man, how do I get that? And did some research into it. People saying that's the meatball filter. But they became unavailable. They phased out. They're worth a lot of money. Behringer have bought out a reproduction. I want one. I want one for testing here on the channel. Maybe they are. If they're already available, I will be putting an order in. Oh, got a message from Neil Fairclough of Queen. Ha! Let me just send him a little link, see if he wants to join in. He can. Where are we? In we go. View the channel. Live chat. It's 152. I'll invite the young man. Come say hello to his adoring public. Yes, that is the Neil Fairclough who plays with Queen. Amongst other things, plays in the Billy Joel songbook, of course. Lewis, oh nice. My go-to envelope filter is a Solid Gold Effects Funkzilla. Very good. What a pedal. There's loads of these. I mean, the Spectrum filter from Source Audio is my favourite. I'll be honest. I just love the fact I can go into the back end using the Neuro app and just change all the parameters very easily, very obviously, and I can make alterations and save profiles, and it's lovely. It's a lovely pedal for a filter, because sometimes you'll set a filter up and you think, oh, it sounds great. Get to the next gig and something has moved one of the controls and you never find it again. But if you can go into the Neuro app for the Source Audio stuff, you find what you want, get it sounding great, save it. You can then alter and compare. It's lovely. How lovely. Works for me. Anyway, works for me. What did I say to him? Just winding him up. There's a new Queen box set on its way, Queen 2. Brian May's been displaying it on his social posts. Looking forward to that. I didn't buy Queen 1. It was too much money, and I knew I probably wouldn't listen to it. But Queen 2 is a very different proposition. Lewis, yes, the Source Audio stuff is excellent. I love it. I love it. I really do. I think their gear's great. And they will be at the Guitar and Bass show. If I go, which I still haven't confirmed that I will be yet, but if I go, I will be having a lot of chat with them, because I think the stuff is just great. So yeah, the merch is there. There is another 25% off discount running from Valentine's Day. Oh, it's next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And then after that, the future discounts are lower. So up until midnight tonight, 25% off. Next Saturday and Sunday, 25% off. And then through the rest of February, there are some 20% discounts. Yeah, there we go. Where are we? It's 7:45. Got an hour and 15 minutes. So if you've got any questions, put them in the live chat window. You want to talk bass, talk about albums, talk about great bass players. You want to talk about the magazine. You want to talk about the channel. Magazines I used to write for. You want to talk about the Billy Joel documentary that's been on over the weekend. Feel free. Feel free. Who's been out gigging? Gareth, did you do your retirement home gig today? This afternoon? Actually, I haven't checked what the Liverpool City score was. Let's just do that. It was 0-0 when I started the live chat. Oh, City fight back for a late win. Oh, I'll put the cat amongst the pigeons. 2-1. Wow. It's not going well at Liverpool, is it? The City are 6 points behind. Oh, we had another subscriber. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss 5127. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for getting on board. It's all good. Hope you find some content on the channel you enjoy. I didn't do the preamble at the start of the live chat, so I might as well while it's a little bit quiet. So if you're new to the channel, new to live chats, this is the video window. You're very welcome. Good to see you. If you're on the mobile app, live chat window is directly below. If you're on the desktop version, it's that way. You'll see a load of messages there. At the bottom, you'll see a rectangle that says chat or comment. Put your question or comment in there. Press send. It comes here into the live chat and we can all react to it. Next to that, you'll see an emoji icon. Please feel free to give that an absolute pummeling. More emojis, the better. Helps the YouTube algorithm push the video through the whole YouTube system. Next to that, you'll see a rectangle with a dollar symbol in. That's called Super Chat. If you wish to help the channel, many of the fine people that we have here on the live chat have contributed this evening. You don't have to. Watching the video is free. Getting involved in the live chat is free. If you want to help the channel, help me, help this video, everything you see on the videos, the microphones, stands, leads, cables, lights, all the bases, amps, effects, everything to do with the channel, all the videos you see comes out of my pocket. So if you want to help the channel, keep us going for the next 20 plus years, by all means use the super chat facility. There is a similar facility on every single video here on the channel because we're monetized. So underneath the video, you'll see a row of icons. There's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It's the most important thing you can do. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt anyone. Literally, it's a tap on your phone screen, on your tablet screen, or a click of your mouse. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you're going to give it a thumbs down, please leave a message in the comment section so I know what isn't working for you, and I will try and make the videos better. Next to that, you will see the share arrow, so you can share this video out to social media, email, and websites. There's the watch later option, so you can save that video into a folder and watch the video at a later date. You've then got a love heart with a dollar symbol in. That's super thanks. Works exactly the same way as super chat. Super chat exists on the live chats. Super thanks exists on every single video here on the channel. So if you watch a video and you think, oh, I didn't know that, that's really helpful. He's just solved a problem that I've got with my bass player. You can say thank you to me and the channel, hit the super thanks button, and donate away if you wish to do so. We just had a reply from Neil Fairclough. You got to go out and picking kids up. Love to hop on another time. No worries. That's all good. So that's the icons underneath the video screen. After that, you got the description box in there. From midday tomorrow, you'll find timestamps, so you can jump through this video if you're watching it after the event. All the topics and questions will be listed there, and you can just jump through to the sections you want to watch if you're watching after the event. Russell Zorner, good to see you. After the timestamps, you will find the Brooks's Bass Corner merch link. So as I said, 170 items, 15 different designs, 25% off until midnight tonight, wherever you are in the world. There'll be 25% off next weekend as well, Saturday and Sunday. After that, you'll find affiliate links for the Bass Centre here in the UK, Top Cashback and VIDIQ. After that, you'll find bass purchase related affiliate links. So if you use Amazon or THOMANN, I have a Brooks's Bass Corner store on both platforms. If you find an item and it's not in my store, tell me. I can send you a personalized link. But if you go to the stores, you'll find loads of items: strings, cleaning materials, basses, amps, effects, straps, cases, the whole caboodle. CDs that I think you might want to check out, music that you might want to check out, DVDs you might want to check out, books you might want to check out, bass related garments, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that sort of thing. If you go through with a purchase using the affiliate links, once you pay for it and it gets sent to you, we get a small affiliate commission here on the channel. It's a very small amount, but all those small amounts become a bigger amount. It helps the channel. So you can help the channel either with super thanks or super chat. You got the merch, you've got the affiliate links. All of those means help the channel. After that, you'll find social media links. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Quora, Discord, Be Real, and TikTok. There we go. It's all good. Let's just check where we are with the old subscriber numbers. There we are, 5,127. We have had over 400 views on tonight's live chat. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Can't do it without you. All I'd be doing is talking to empty air. But instead, I've got you fine people for company. What more could I ask for, frankly? But like I say, please give the video a thumbs up if you would be so kind. It is very important. If you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, then leave a comment and tell me what you don't like. Gareth, any of our US brothers and sisters watching the Super Bowl? Yeah, one of those. Super Bowl later. It's going to be a late night for you, young Gareth. Who thinks who is going to win? Oh, Pink Baseman's in, popping in for a second. Very good. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. You may have received, I don't know if Nick's sister has added you to the group for the Nick Smith Memorial event in June, being held on Father's Day. I know she's been setting up, or they have been setting up groups on social media for that today. All good here. There's young Zuma. Yes, sir. Watching the game with your friends, but I'm only in it for the food and the beer. You've been in it for the halftime show if Duran Duran were on. Have they ever done it? I don't think they have they? Have they? Isn't it Green Day this year? I think. No football game for you. You got a session. Have a line to play. Very good. Good. Excellent. So, yeah, when we get to mid-April, I'll be back out doing my thing. Got a load of festival shows all over the place. So I'll be doing the rounds in the UK. You think Green Day's in the front? Not sure, though. In the front. What's that mean? I think Green Day's in the front. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? Or do you mean they're opening the show? There we are. Just checking everything's all fine here. Oh, let's have a quick look at the top fans, shall we? Michael Ant is number one, isn't he? 1,150 points. Although I do remember this changes based on the orientation of the feed. And Stacey, right, so Mike, you're top on the vertical feed, and Stacey is top on the horizontal feed. 1,100 points for you. Bill Clements is about, because he's got, oh, maybe this is going over multiple. No, that should be this. Yeah, I was thinking if that's over multiple live chats, but it's not. Bill Clements is out there somewhere because he's got a 25 point. He's sitting in 10th. There's a few people with 25 points, to be fair. There he is. He popped up. Bill Clements, good to see you. Zuma, I believe they led off the pre-game show. Right, very good. Okay. I guess I could just Google it, couldn't I? Who is the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny. Okay. I keep seeing that name popping up. I don't know who they are or what they are or whatever. Good to see you, Bill. Hope you're well. Gaz, your partner has family in New York, so it's kind of an annual tradition to have a watch party with them. Got it. You'll be a bit bleary-eyed tomorrow then. Very good. So the other thing I'm hoping is that when the mag comes out, we might attract people here, people from the mag, people who read the mag to the live chats, which would be great. Would be good. We will see. I think that's all. What's on the menu, Gaz? What's on the menu? Excellent. Good Lord, the views are racking up. Thank you very much if you found this live feed. Thanks for coming on in, checking us out. We're talking bass guitars. As you'll see on the screen, got a new bass guitar magazine here in the UK. I did the big push on it last week, but we were talking about this at the top of the show. So that new magazine, the channel, our channel, my channel, has been given its own subscriber link. So if you want to help me, help the channel, help the magazine, you can have your own link here. And the people at the publisher will see how many subscriptions come through via the channel and the socials. And in future, as time progresses, that will bring about various discounts for you via the channel. Bill, will the mag get US distribution? If you take a subscription out, it will be shipped to you. You won't be able to buy the magazine in shops. You have to take out a subscription. Sorry, yeah, or maybe a prescription. I don't know, but it won't be available in stores. So you have to take out a subscription with the publisher, and it will get mailed to you. You can use that link that I've just posted, and it will take you through. Zoom has done it. Michael Anthony's done it. It does work. I don't know what the shipping time. I'm guessing it's going to be a week after publication, and it will land on your doorstep. Gareth, you're going to order a curry from the local takeaway. Fine idea. Michael Anthony, with this cold winter brings low humidity. Correct. Fret ends on your two Lakelands are poking out a bit. I'm not going to have them shaved down. I expect they will return to normal this spring. Wouldn't bet on it. But wait until spring when things sort of return to normal. But once a fret has sprouted, it doesn't tend to rectify itself. What's happened is the wood has shrunk. Literally, like microscopically, but it does, and that's why the fret tang suddenly feels rough and sharp. It's a simple job. They literally put it on a bench. It's not a sander, but usually it's like a sanding block, and they just run it along. You might find it's a file. It shouldn't be the whole neck. It should just be a couple of frets, perhaps. I have a fret rounding tool, and occasionally when it happens here, you just mask up either side of the fret and just take your time and do it slowly, and that's it. Now, I have paid technicians in music stores to do that for me, and once I got Bernie Goodfellow to show me how to do it, and then saw Dave from Dave's World of Fun stuff doing it, it was like, I can do that myself. I don't need someone else to do it. Save yourself 60 quid, you know. It's a 5-minute job, unless you've got loads of them, in which case you're better off just doing a sand across the edge of the fingerboard. I will be doing some workbench videos soon, because for a period they're going to have to stop because we're going to be having a lot of building work done. I've got a new studio being built for YouTube purposes here at Brooks Towers, and the garage is going to be off limits for a couple of months, so I need to do a few of them before that happens. So I will crack on, most certainly. Just coming up to 8 o'clock here in the UK. We've got an hour to go here on Live Chat 152 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're safe and well. In fact, we can probably get rid of the mag now. There we go. There we go. Full screen. How about that? So, yeah. Anyone got any pedal purchases coming? New bases, maybe. New amps. Lewis, you buying anything new? Anything appearing soon? Stream health, how are we looking? That's all good. That one. That's good too. Good. They're both doing okay. There we go. Got all of that. Splendid. Hot tip of the day. Well, that could be misconstrued. But hot base tip of the day. Oh, no, that's probably not much better, is it? Hot base advice of the day. How about that? Better? Actually, having a fret edge rounding file is not a bad purchase. They don't cost a lot, to be fair. You usually get one for about 15, 20 quid. But worth having. Because I've had expensive bases, I've had cheap bases, and everything in between. And you never know which base might have a bit of fret sprout. Usually it's within the first couple of years of a base's life where the timbers are sort of adjusting. But it can happen at any time in an instrument's life. But having a fret edge rounding tool is never a bad thing. And like I say, all you do is mask off the areas on either side of that fret. You want to go over the edge of the neck and along the fingerboard, because you're not actually filing the whole the whole fret. It's just the end, the fret tang. But you don't want to scratch anything. And you just approach it either side. Do one, do the other, and then down the middle. And once you get rid of the excess, it's just a case of rounding it off, and it should be smooth after that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how we're doing here. Blimey, views are flying in. Nearly 450. Thank you very much. Good work, folks. Good work. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't be scared. We're nice people. You want to talk about bass guitars, bass playing, technical stuff, gear stuff. Talk about your favourite players. Feel free. That's what we're here for. It's all good. Yeah, there's quite a few exhibitors, actually. I put the exhibitor list up for the bass show, guitar and bass show, sorry. There's quite a few going. Here we go. Yeah, there we are. Check this out. So this is in Birmingham at the end of this month. Birmingham here in the UK, not Birmingham, Alabama, or anywhere else that's called Birmingham. It's definitely the Midlands. Here we go. It's quite a list of exhibitors at that show. Although, to be fair, there will be a number of distributors who deal with a whole selection of brands. So if there's one distributor there and they deal with 10 brands and all 10 brands are listed, that's how that works. I remember at one of the bass shows one year, it just seemed like this never-ending list of brands. And we were like, where are all these going? We haven't got the floor space for it. No, it was like one retailer dealt with 20 brands. So they had one booth. But in theory, all 20 brands were at the show. That's what that implies. All good. So you're very welcome. It's live chat 152 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Come on in. If you found us on the shorts feed or the vertical feed, you're very welcome. If you've come in from YouTube on the horizontal feed, then good to see you. Sunday, isn't it? Sunday evening here in the UK. So it's live chat night. Just keeping an eye on all the messages. Now, I'll be looking forward to getting back out. I haven't done a gig since December the 20th, which is unheard of for me. It's like a self-imposed quiet period at the moment, but it is what it is. It's a gig in front here in the UK is definitely it's quiet. It is quiet. There are gigs going on. It's not like there's an epidemic on or anything, but it's just quiet. But festival season will be upon us shortly. That's for sure. And then it'll be madness for a couple of months, for half the year. If you've seen any new gear that you're interested in, let us know. All the stuff from NAMM should be starting to find its way onto shop shelves now. So all new pedals, all new basses, all new amps. There's plenty of it. And hopefully we'll be getting all of it through the doors at the magazine as the months progress. There's always going to be, now that we're not a monthly, or that this isn't a monthly mag, you're always going to have that window between each issue where gear comes out. And by the time you get the next issue out, not that the gear's old hat, but it's already been out for 2 or 3, maybe 4 months or more. But we'll try and be as current and on it as much as we can. Sometimes a lot of this stuff is at the mercy of the distributors and the manufacturers, especially if they're like a US manufacturer. Like with Ernie Ball stuff, Music Man, they might announce stuff, but until Strings and Things here in the UK gets it, we can't get hold of it. And those things, it's out of your power. They turn up when they turn up, and if it's going straight in the mag for the next issue, we might be in the middle of that 2-3 month gap. So we'll do our best. We'll try and be as relevant and current as we can. We will see. Looking forward to it, though. I have to say, looking forward to it. We're approaching 500 views here. Thank you very much if you're tuning in. Good to have you around. Right. Where are we, folks? Okay, so it's gone a little quiet. I can see more and more people logging in to watch us, and they're thinking, why is that guy just standing there not saying anything? I'm waiting to see if any further messages appear in the chat window. If not, we can end early. But if you want to talk bass, got any problems with your bass playing equipment, you're just looking to chew the bass fat, then come on in. I'm going to be working on this new shorts idea over the next couple of days, so hopefully those will be going up. And then once I've got everything done with family duties this week, from Thursday I'll get some long form content out to you fine folks. And if you want to talk about basses, I'm happy to pull anything out of the rack here. There's plenty of it. Got a nice area Super Bass 1000 there, SB 1000. I haven't taken this out on a gig for a very long time. It could do with a bit of a play. Might take it to the next Uncle Funk show, use it in sound check, see what they think. I know the previous bass player, Uncle Funk, occasionally brought his aria to the party. I suspect it doesn't have as much bottom end as my Status and my GBs do, but there we go. There we go. What else in the rack? Got the old, well, the demo for this needs to be going up shortly. This will be going first, I think, judging by the little poll that I put up a couple of weeks ago. I think this is still ahead of the Spectre. It was a good couple of weeks ago now. Where are we? It was even before the Chris Childs interview. It is. The Alembic Persuader is still ahead of the Spectre. It's had 175 votes. So it's Alembic, followed by the Spectre, followed by the G&L, followed by the Trace Status T-Bass. Yeah. There we go. Nice flame Koa topped Alembic Persuader. And I know there's going to be some idiots out there going, that's not a Persuader. Persuader's got P&J pickups. This was a private order. It's a custom order. And the customer spec'd 2 humbuckers. A spoiler would have a pickup selector. This has got 2 volumes and the filter. That's how that works. It's a great bass. Plays great, sounds great. Oh, go that way. Here we go. Very nice it is too. There we go. All good. A few little dings and nicks, but it's all plays splendidly. You saw me set it up on the workbench about 2 months ago. Okay, it has gone very, very quiet. If you got any questions about bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, bass gear, strings, gig bags, hard cases, cleaning materials, great bass players, albums with great bass playing on, put your questions in the live chat window, press send, and I'll deal with them as soon as they appear. The conversation has gone very quiet. But that's fine. People might be having their lunch or their dinner. Not a problem. People have things to do. It's a Sunday, Mike, of course. Not a problem. I understand. We do a good run. We've had a good run of 3 hour plus live chat. So if we had a shorter one, it's not the end of the world. I get it. Oh, we got Andy Stratford sent me a message on Facebook. The guy who born. Oh, thank you, Andy. I'm glad you're watching. Understood. Mm-mm. Okay. Michael Anthony, Bill Clements, you're in the US. Which part? Yeah, which part are you in, Bill? Just checking everything here. Checking my connection hasn't gone down. It says stream health is excellent. We're approaching 500 views. Hey, Roma Shaker. Hey, so has anyone tried the DR strings high beams? I'm sure someone will have done. I think I did about 11 years ago. But the problem on commenting on strings that you tried 11 years ago is that the manufacturer may well have changed the formula or the winding in that time. So it'd be wrong of me to comment on what their current quality is. I do have some DR neons on a couple of bases here. One being my GB Rumo. If I can get that out without hitting the chair, that'd be great. And they're great. Love them. Really good. It's a funky looking thing, isn't it? I don't think I've got the LED back. Oh, I have. There we go. How about that? That's your thing. But they're really good. These are fine. I haven't had it out gigging properly yet. I've only been playing it here at home. That'll be coming back out once we start the theatre shows from April. Yeah. If anyone else got any experience of DR high beams, then let the man or lady know. They're great. Now they have great harmonics. Okay, cool. Generally, I use rotor sounds, but not. I mean, quite a few of my basses here I haven't got rotor sounds on at the moment. One, no, that's rotor. There's about 7 or 8 here that don't have rotor sounds on. So high beams aren't coated. I don't think. I don't think so. Let's just check on Google. I don't think they're coated. They might do a coated version. No, they're not coated. I know there is I think the coated ones aren't they the snake skin strings? Let's have a look here. Dragon skin, not snake skin. Right, bass guitar strings on the DR site. DDTs are the low tuning ones. Dragon skin, clear coated bass strings. And then the black beauties are black coated strings. Okay, they've now started doing coloured dragon skin. Are they called dragon skin? Just called, oh right, okay, dragon skin plus black dragon, pink dragon, blue. Oh no, they're clear coated. Okay, cool. They're expanding their range a bit, aren't they? Good Lord. Oh, the GB is a gorgeous bass, yeah. Andy Stratford, so jelly. You've got a rumour. No, you got Spitfire. There we are. No coating, correct. Takes away harmonics. Yeah, I'm not a fan of coated strings either. Never have been. I had, oh God, where were we? Israel. And we were playing gigs in extreme heat. And our guitar player was using elixirs. And I assume it was the heat. I don't think it was the use, because he'd only done like a couple of gigs, and basically the heat was making the coating come off the strings. That's the whole point. It was there. It was give the strings longer life, and it just came off. And I had a set of elixirs. Oh, it's going back in like mid 2000s. Did something similar, but it wasn't because of heat. Just the coating came off, and it's like, there's no point in this. Now I know other people do like them. That's fine. Everyone has their preference. Not for me. But DR strings, yes, very good. I'm liking those neons. Hey, Mr. Detree. Hey, bro. How you doing? You okay? Hope everything's good where you are. We're talking basses and bass guitars and all of that sort of thing. Hope all is good where you are. Okay. You got a Tobias Standard. Very nice. What, an original one? From back in the day, or one of the newer ones? Andy, I had to give the Spitfire back. Hopefully get it back later this year, but I want a rumour next if I can. Okay. Keep your eyes open then, because they don't come up very often. And from what I can gather, his lordship isn't making basses at the current time. We'll see where that goes. Roman Shaker, what preamp do I use? Pedal or like rack mountable? I have a whole load of amps. I tend to use Aguilar amplification. I have loads of Class D amps, loads of valve amps. In terms of pedals, I've got the Aguilar Tone Hammer preamp. I've got the EBS Microbass 2 and 3, and I've got the EHX Battalion. I've got an Avalon U5 over there as well. I've got the Gensben Shuttle 92, GK MB200. I've got a Trace Elliott Elf. We've got various combos and amps over there, but the Aguilar is my main sort of amplification squeeze generally. Mr. Tree, and I love it, and it sounds amazing with SWR LA15. Very fine amplification. I've got super redhead right over there. Do I use compression? Not generally. No, I leave compression for recording work, and usually an engineer will do their thing. On gigs, I don't tend to use compression unless I know there's going to be a fair amount of slap stuff. But very well, regulars here on the channel and on the live chats know generally I don't do a huge amount of slapping on gigs. Over the 31 years of being a pro, I've probably done, if all the gigs I've done 4,500 gigs, I've probably slapped 2% out of the 100 I've done slapping on gigs. 98% hasn't been slapping. So I tend not to use it. If I know there's a fairly slap heavy song in a set, I'll put it on my board, but generally I don't bother. It's a 91, very good. Tobias Gibson transitioning one, still touched by Michael Tobias, but patented in Japan, still great bass. Enjoy. Hope it gets lots of use. I've got it all. I've got a fair bit. Your favourite is Eden. I hope that's Eden as in the original version of Eden, not Eden Now. Eden Now is a pale comparison. Zuma, you're out of here. Go enjoy yourself. Go get ready for questionable food and beer. Is it questionable because you're going there, or questionable in terms of you don't know where it's coming from? Slap is out. Okay, very good. And that gentleman loves to slap. It's just another tool in your box. Yes, Old Eden. Correct. Old Eden is fabulous. New Eden, it's not the same thing. It's just a brand name. Very good. Okay. It's coming up to 8:30 here. We've suddenly had a flurry of messages, which is quite fabulous. So thank you very much. If you're going to carry on chatting, we can go for another half an hour. If it goes quiet again, I'll wind down slowly. Had another subscriber. Thank you very much. We're up to 5,128 subscribers here on the channel. If you're watching, thanks for getting on the bus. Hope you find some content on the channel that works for you. We've done over 500 views. Thank you very much. All good stuff. We're talking basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, albums with great bass playing on. You got to go. No problem. Take care of yourself. We'll see you again. We'll be here again next Sunday. Might be some impromptu live chats during the week. If I get the time to do an hour here or there, I will. What have we done there? Okay. If I can offer any help or advice regarding your bass playing, then message in the live chat window. I'll try my best. See if there's any messages in the email. No, we're good. That's all fine. Great. Just need to send something so I can pick it up tomorrow. I'm down seeing the folks. ideas for new series here on the channel. I want to attach that, don't I? There we go. Okay, it's gone a little quiet here. I think we'll wind down for a Sunday. Well, thank you very much, folks. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to all the super chat people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Outstanding. More content out during the week. I'll try and get this album shorts up from tomorrow. I'm going to plan that. I've been thinking about it for a few days, but I'll try and get that up and running tomorrow. There'll be more content probably from about Thursday. So check back for the demos and reviews. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you're watching this after the event, please leave a thumbs up. Be fabulous. Leave comments. Feel free to share the video out to social media. I'll do the little wind down. So we're going to put a link here. So on the vertical version, it will be in there. On the desktop version, it will be there. Going to put a link to the Bass String Experiment series, which is a series I did here on the channel a couple of years ago. One bass, one set of strings. We got 73 shows. I take you on the whole journey. We go around all the different gigs and let you see the gig footage, and we have a chat after the gig, let you know how the strings are doing. We got 73 gigs out of one set of strings. I will put the what they call that, it's the end video. Anyway, check it out. It's a good watch. I'd say that, wouldn't I? Anyway, if you watch that and you got any questions, feel free to contact me on the socials, send a message via the YouTube channel, or you can email me at brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com. But like I say, on the vertical version, it'll be there, and on the desktop, it'll be right there. On that note, I will see you next Sunday, 6 o'clock, Brooksy's Bass Corner, live chat 153. Have a great week. Look after yourselves. If you're out gigging, be careful. Travel sensibly. I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.